Invincible versus. We really doing this right now? You're trying to tell me that in the same year we're gonna get Marvel Tokon Fighters and Invincible versus? The only thing that could top this, to make this a fighting game year, is somehow NetherRealm releases, or at least teases, Injustice 3. It's been way too goddamn long. We need Injustice 3 and then we are set. We are good to go. You know what I'm saying? But I seriously doubt it. I mean, they dropped MK1 for some reason, prematurely just killed it. So maybe they're working on Injustice 3. They have to. What else could? All I know is not going to be an MK. It's not going to be an MK game. It's not going to be Mortal Kombat. It has to be Injustice. The next game NetherRealm is working on has to be Injustice. It just makes everything make sense that way. You know what I'm saying? Not too long after MK11, they released MK1, and I felt like, yo, what the hell? Where's Injustice? But Injustice has to come now. I feel it. If it comes within the next 6 months, I call it, okay? This is a great... Why didn't people think about this earlier? Invincible versus a fighting game, but invincible. It makes total sense. Once again, people can probably make the comparison to Marvel... Dragon Ball Fighterz. Okay, is it Fighterz or Fighter Z? It has to be Fighterz, right? Just call it Fighterz. Don't be fucking weird. And the parallels are there. I feel like any... franchise that has like a ton of characters and it can have a fighting game. Like I remember I have this really obscure game that for example JoJo, JoJo All-Star Battle R, although not technically the same kind of, like it's not like a 2D fighter, it still is technically a fighter, right? Same thing with Jump Force, that's technically a fighter, where it's like basically Smash Bros but for anime. A ton of characters from all over anime during that game. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Eyes of Heaven, and All-Star Battle R, those are also the kinds of stuff, although I think one of it is a 2D fighter, I'm not sure though. But yeah, case in point, if you have an expansive universe with a lot of characters in it, with a lot of diverse characters in it, you can make a fighting game. The first instinct is always to make a fighting game. Yeah, even One Punch Man has a fighting game, I'm pretty sure. Kind of like Jump Force, but a fighting game nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? People don't know too much about that. A hero nobody knows, but I know the hero who nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's just a good idea. I haven't seen Invincible season 3. I really want to get on it, but as you know, there's a lot of things to watch. My backlog is huge, and there's just not enough time. 24 hours is not enough, unless I sit in my desk and watch nothing but that. I watched Planet Chaser Starlight Excellent. I watched Planet Chaser Starlight What was it? I watched Planet Chaser Starlight Excellence all day, every day. All day, every day. I remember that regular show episode. Eventually, because I like season 1, I like season 2. Naturally, season 3 is going to be amazing as well. I just want to stop yammering. I have a pretty good idea what it's going to be like. I'm guessing it's going to be a lot like Dragon Ball Fighterz. People make that comparison a lot nowadays. We'll see what kind of... I've played my fair share of fighting. My first fighting game I played was Street Fighter 4. So that's a pretty good foundation. Mortal Kombat 9, I played that not short after. Marvel's Capcom 3. And then Ultimate Marvel's Capcom 3, and then I got Super Street Fighter 4 Ultra. You know how they love doing those editions. Injustice, I got into that too. So the only fighting games I really know, BlazBlue I recently got into because I found it. Actually this one, yeah, it's Calamity Trigger. Yeah, BlazBlue Calamity Trigger. So that's the one I'm playing at the moment. I'm getting into it. There's this Squirrel Girl, and she's absolutely freaking insane in that game. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's Squirrel Girl, Makoto, or Sandy Cheeks. Any squirrel can get my nuts, if you know what I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, what am I even on? Yeah, so I feel like I played my fair share of fighting games. Soul Calibur, I got into Soul Calibur because of Soul Calibur 5, because of Ezio. And then I also played a little bit of Tekken, but not too much. Like I think the most fighting game I ever played was probably Mortal Kombat 11, MKX2, I played a lot of that. And Marvel's Capcom 3, I have them like 4 different consoles. Street Fighter 4. Yeah, I have a pretty good foundation in terms of like fighting games, so I feel like we can look at it and see what inspiration is taken from where, and also who's making it. I think the biggest thing, like for example, Marvel Tokon Fighters, that's made by Arc System, the same people who made BlazBlue. So I made the connection. Okay, it's gonna be a lot like that. And Marvel Tokon, once again, if you haven't seen the video, check it out. Is basically just Ultimate Marvel's Capcom 3 plus BlazBlue. The anime art style, everything is like BlazBlue, but the gameplay, the 4v4 is kind of like Ultimate Marvel. UMVC3. I'm not gonna say the entire thing. UMVC3. Okay. So yeah, I gotta find out who's making this. If they have a history in fighting, because if they have a history in making fighting games, it'll be a good game regardless, right? But I guess we have to check it out, right? I think the biggest thing for me is I gotta find out who's actually making it, like who's the developer, the publisher.
This is ridiculous. Please, come on.
You know a meteor's gonna come and just destroy all of them. It's like, yeah. Skybound Games, okay. Never heard of them ever. I've never even heard of them making a game, let alone a fighting game. Cord Up. Yeah, these are companies I'm not aware of. Looks like it's completely new. Art style's interesting.
No, Dad, not even close.
So straight from the show, obviously. That chick was so annoying, man. Couldn't stand her. Okay, yo, can someone help my boy Mark out? Like, he's always going through this shit, but it makes sense since he's. Jeez, almost gonna be brutal as hell, and it's not gonna. So another brutal game like Mortal Kombat, you know.
You'd understand why I had to do this. Accept our rule, or die.
The actors reprising their roles, nice. There she is.
I'd like to propose a third option.
Oh yeah, Adam Eve, nice. And the goat Rexplode, the goat. He's the undisputed goat. You can't even hate him, honestly.
Son anymore.
Oh yeah.
I'm the guy who's going to
Gonna-
throw you off this planet for good. I'm.
Ah, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's check it out.
I trusted you.
Yeah, already. Yeah, this is Fighterz right here. I can see the DNA, man. Air combos. Yeah, yeah. This is like Fighterz right here. Come on. So I'm pretty sure like everyone who's anyone in the Invincible verse will be in this game. 3v3. Okay, there we go. 3v3. Yeah. Marvel's Capcom. Come on.
Need a hand?
Air combos, switches like that. Probably guard break and stuff like that. Yeah. This is Marvel's Capcom.
I am
Probably crushing blows, something like that, right?
I see it all now.
Some sort of finishing moves. There has to be, considering how bloody. Yeah, it has. I mean, that has to be a finisher. Come on, you can't tell me that's not a Mortal Kombat finisher, right? 2026. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. 2026, because no is coming out in this year. I know, but 2026 is gonna be stacked, man. Not only are we getting GTA 6, probably the biggest game of all time. Not just like map wise or budget wise, like just hype wise. But we're also getting like two really solid fighters in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls and Invincible versus. Like I'm saying, bro, nothing wrong. You gotta strike the iron while it's hot. You gotta hit it now while you have the chance, man. You gotta somehow give us some news about Invincible 3, man. I'm so hyped. I need that shit. I need it now. God. I need Invincible 3, man. I play a lot of him in Injustice 2. I played a lot of Injustice 2, mostly because the gear system, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but like you had to grind for it and stuff like that, but I'm not a huge fan of that. You know, let me apply this trouser so my numbers can go up. I don't like that too much. Yeah, but okay, so this one, since it's 3v3, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Marvel's Capcom, they invented the whole 3v3 thing, right? At least that's where I got it from. I'm pretty, because I know it started with X-Men vs. Street Fighter, and then came Marvel's Capcom. No, it was Marvel Superheroes, I think it was called. I actually don't remember what it was called, but I remember Marvel's Capcom 1, they did the 3v3 situation, so I'm pretty sure they pioneered that thing, right? I could be wrong, I'm not sure. Once again, correct me if I'm wrong. So what I'm seeing in this is a whole lot of DNA, especially the art style. It has its own unique art style, but once again, it resembles a lot like Dragon Ball Fighterz. And of course, since it's 3v3 and you have aerial combos and you can switch out on a dime's notice, yeah, it's giving me Marvel's Capcom vibes. So like once again, man, like I'm just so hyped for this. I mean, I'll tell you what, I will 100% probably be done Invincible season 3 before this game comes out, and then we're gonna play, and then we're gonna find out what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, like this is shit that I live for, basically. You know what I'm saying? Cool ass shit like this, and once again, I'm just dreading it because I know I'm not gonna have enough time to play all these games. Like I still have a huge backlog of games right now, so like how am I gonna manage all this? You know? But you know, it is what it is. We got time. Time's all we got, apparently. You know, it's not like I got anything else to do. But anyways, yeah, that was Invincible versus. I totally forgot that Omni-Man was in MK1. Yeah, he totally was. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I had to mention that. Yeah, he's also, so this is not Omni-Man's first fighting game appearance. He actually showed up as a guest character in Mortal Kombat 1 first. Man, it really sucks what they did with Mortal Kombat 1, huh? They gotta stop pulling the plug prematurely in their games, man. They gotta support that shit. They just leave it like a child in front of a church door. Like, you gotta stop doing that, man. Come on. Same thing what Sony did with this, right? The PS Vita. They just ended its relationship with it and stopped supporting it, and so now it's still a really good console because I hacked it. But if it's not hacked, then it's pretty much like I don't know what you're gonna get out of it. So you get the most mileage if you hack it, which I did, you know. So 2026 is gonna be hype for gaming. It's giving me another 2018 vibes. Recently we've had some pretty good games. I know we kind of took a hit recently Like, there have been a good amount of games, also a terrible amount of games. The good thing is we can always choose, right? We can always choose which games to play, which games to not play. This one shows, it looks promising. I love fighting games. If you love fighting games, you already know what it is, man. Fighting games is cool as shit. It feels good, like doing a combo or just winning in general, because it feels like, oh, I got this shit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like rewarding. I feel that's what fighting games does. And also perseverance. Like, oh, this shit, it's so hard, right? But like, I get my ass kicked so many times, and you have to have like really good reflexes and being able to read people. It really is like a thinking man's game, almost. Fighting games, like, you have to be like, it really is chess. Fighting games in certain aspects, because sometimes you have to predict what your opponent's gonna do, and it's just fun, but sometimes it becomes not so fun when you keep getting your ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? But for that, I mean, there are games, but say like, if like Mortal Kombat 11, for example, that was way too open for beginners, and so it suffered because of the crushing blows and the fatal blows. People could abuse it. It was cheap. I wasn't a huge fan of the whole breakaway system, right? But I'm glad they reset it. They changed that in Mortal Kombat 1. I haven't played MK1 yet either. Once again, like, I just have no time. I feel like now is a good time to buy MK1, considering it's like done. It's done. They're not bringing any new characters, but it is what it is. But yeah, 100%. That was Invincible versus. I'm gonna finish season 3 somehow. I don't know how, man. I probably gotta start today or tomorrow. It's probably like 8 episodes. So not that much. Won't take that long. I'll watch 2 episodes a day, so I'll get it done within 4 days. Big deal. Yeah, and then we'll be completely caught up with the whole situation. Like, what is Conquest doing? Mark's brother, what was his name? The purple guy. Shit, I forgot. I want to get caught up with the lore and the whole situation and the Mark variants. What's up with the Mark variants? I'm in the dark right now, right? So I gotta hop on this shit right now. And now the Invincible versus is coming out, I gotta be caught up to speed with all the Invincible shit. You know what I'm saying? But I did know, like, okay, in this altercation right here, where there's that fat guy and that chick, and Nolan, he was in his Viltrumite clothing. So that was set during probably Invincible season 1, because that's when Nolan was doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? But in season 2, he kind of changed of heart, right? Like, he went to a different planet, he banged this bug lady, and out came, I can't remember the kid's name, but the purple human child. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually really intrigued to see what happens in season 3, because I want to see Nolan's change of heart, and what is he actually going to stand with his son against the entire Viltrum Empire, or will he be just another cog in the system? I guess we will find out soon enough. Anyways, that was Invincible versus actual gameplay trailer. Yarno was good, hyped beyond all belief, and I'm out this bitch right later.